So hi everybody, we're DiviGas. We're a hydrogen separation membrane company. It's a very fancy word for just a filter. Just to get it out of the way, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the team. So we're a team of 13 people. I'm actually based out of Singapore. I fly back Thursday in economy. I'm not excited. And the inventor technology is my co-founder, Dr. Ali Naderi, that came out of a very specialized university in National University of Singapore. He's got a PhD in nanomolecular polymer fiber, so simple stuff. So HQ's in Singapore. We have a we have a factory and R&D space in Melbourne, Australia, where most of the team is, and a small presence in the US. We've raised $7 million to date, and we started in 2019. So, and just flavor, high-tech stuff. All right, so let's just talk about hydrogen separation. So when we talk about hydrogen separation, a lot of people assume that we're talking about breaking down a molecule. So we're not talking actually about breaking down CH4 into CO2 and H2. There's lots of chemical processes that do that. We're talking about finding gases that already have H2 and CO2 and just splitting that. Your lungs do this all the time. What you breathe is 80% nitrogen, 20% oxygen, and your lungs just takes the oxygen and uses it for stuff and rejects the nitrogen. So we're talking about this kind of gas separation. So today in the industry, we actually make over $110 billion of hydrogen in refining, in the ammonia and fertilizer manufacturing, plastics manufacturing, tons of stuff. And they make it not pure, overwhelmingly, like 95%. The technologies to purify it are essentially two technologies. Chemical separators, where they catch the other gases chemically, and membrane separation, which is just a gas where you push the gas through it, and on one side comes out the hydrogen, on the other side comes out the other gases. Both of these have major disadvantages. The chemical separation is by far the one used. It scales really well. It has major drawbacks at small and medium scale, even millions of dollars. It's very complex, demands a lot of energy, demands a lot of space. But the alternative, membranes, is dramatically simpler, but fails against many, many gases. So it actually can't be used in most of the use cases. Billions of dollars of inefficiency between these two. So cue us, we've made a new generation of membrane. The technology is in the nanomolecular polymer structure. And basically you push in the gases, H2 and otherwise, only the hydrogen makes it to the center, or if you're here, makes it to the center of the fiber, and the other gases bounce off the surface. We're particularly good at separating CO2. We can operate in higher temperatures, which removes a lot of problems in the industrial gas process. Can resist very high acidity, and we made this from a very cheap material that's very easy to manufacture. We make banks of this stuff and we sell it to people. So this rocket launcher javelin looking thing is what we sell to clients. We just send it to people who run and operate industrial gas process line that use hydrogen that's mixed with other gases. It took us 4 years to make one, and now we're making some on a regular basis. So we're making 4 by next week now. So this doesn't apply to electrolyzers, doesn't apply to PM fuel cells. Basically, it applies to everything else, which is actually 95% of the hydrogen we make today in the use cases that I mentioned, but in transportation, in natural hydrogen we find on the ground, in a lot of biomass gasification, methane pyrolysis, a whole world that we don't need to get into right now, but we apply to the vast majority of the industry that you never hear about. So we shipped now 4 units to actually 3 clients. We have a very, very large pipeline of clients interested, and right now we're in this like commercial blitz where we're trying to ship those to as many people as possible. It's worth saying there is a positive climate impact because we help recycle and increase the efficiency of the existing hydrogen that's made, which today making that hydrogen makes more CO2 than the entire aviation industry combined. We are a critical subcomponent of many, many startups. And we're also a critical component in doing carbon capture in the existing hydrogen manufacturing process. So we have a razor blade model. It's pretty simple. We just like send banks of the stuff and then swap out the cartridges. And we sell direct to customers. We just ship them the stuff. They install it themselves or with a supplier, and or through big technology providers that sell that to refineries and whatnot. We've got 2 patents filed, 5 more that we want to do, but we're just too busy making the stuff. We also have a next product that's going to be a CO2 separation membrane for steel and cement production and pre and post combustion for carbon capture. Different product but similar vibes. And I have no information on my round because I haven't started it yet, and I don't know how much money I need because I'm trying to just sell as much as I can before my round, which I plan on starting in May. So that's the game.